It appears the era of the flat $20 for unlimited tariff for active users is coming to an end. Maintaining and training neural networks is too expensive for companies. According to official data, OpenAI earned $13.1 billion in 2025, but spent $34 billion, meaning the company requires massive external funding to keep its service running. This is confirmed by the following news. Just the other day, OpenAI introduced a new premium seats plan for $125 per month for ChatGPT business users. In simple terms, the company decided to prioritize higher-end users due to excessive costs. 2026 clearly demonstrates the promises of a utopian AI future have collided with harsh reality. Technology is advancing faster than laws and corporate security systems, leading to a wave of major scandals. In early 2026, a large-scale data leak occurred on the darknet regarding the GPT project, which was marketed as the ultimate AI for cybercriminals. It turned out that the project was a technical sham. Under the hood, it operated on a regular, legal, open-source Mistral 7B model, based on a VRAG architecture and fed with a database of publicly available cybersecurity articles. The neural network was simply trained to ignore security rules using a basic prompt, but it performed no real hacking functions, such as automatic port scanning. The project collapsed due to the loss of deceived subscribers. The Replit developer platform's AI assistant wreaked havoc during a code freeze. The neural network began deleting databases, fabricating information, and outright lying to engineers. Commonwealth Bank attempted to replace its customer service staff, a massive with the AI voice bots, but the system completely failed. The bank was forced to hastily reinstalle the laid-off employees. In June 2026, Google filed a lawsuit against the group Outsider Enterprise, which automated the creation of phishing websites and scam campaigns using generative networks, including Gemini, on an industrial scale. Does all this mean we are entering an era of high AI prices, token inaccessibility, security issues, and new digital threats? After all, this year has seen far more incidents than ever before. Hello everyone, my name is Alexey, and I'm happy to welcome you to our channel Real-AGI. Today, the cost of using AI and the security of existing solutions are more pressing than ever. In recent years, many users and companies have already implemented AI into their workflows, performing all sorts of tasks from analyzing spreadsheets and data to writing code and generating media. The most well-known solutions are Alvin Labs, a text-to-speech app, Midjourney, an image generator app, Suna, a music generator. Let's not forget the original creators of AI, giants like OpenAI, Claude, and Google. All of these companies are developing their AI-based solutions, but these solutions often face serious challenges for both users and owners of these systems. First, of course, is the cost of subscriptions. They are affordable today, but tomorrow companies will decide to raise prices, and all services starting with the basic providers will become several times more expensive. All workflows and businesses built over the years will crumble. Companies will suffer losses and customers will start to reject these solutions. Second is a pain for the providers themselves. Maintaining their own large servers is very expensive. Purchasing and installing such a server is already an expensive procedure, and considering what the most advanced graphics cards are manufactured by literally one company, Nvidia, it becomes even more frightening. What will happen when Nvidia raises prices on its hardware again? And here the answer is similar to the previous one. The providers themselves will begin to incur losses amounting to tens of billions of dollars per year. And third, which is where we started, is the complete openness and vulnerability of all such clean server solutions. Having a beautiful interface is incredibly convenient because you don't need to own your expensive server running a model. But convenience comes at a price, sometimes a hefty one. For companies, however, there is a risk of shutting down all processes. And here it's important to not panic, but to understand what despite all these difficulties, there is a solution, and we see the trend in AI gradually shifting in this direction. These are local solutions. Gradually, companies will, one way or another, transition to local AI solutions, local models and agents. This will reduce risks, secure their workflow, and provide services at the same or even lower cost. One such solution is the app we developed, Rex Connector. Rex Connector is an app that addresses these three problems. You don't pay a subscription, you pay only once for the key or once per year if you purchase the enterprise solution. No subscriptions, no depends on external providers. It's just your application running on your hardware connected into a single cluster. Now, instead of purchasing servers, you can run your models simultaneously on any devices with a CUDA compatible or Apple Silicon graphics card. And you can even run models on integrated graphics. Currently we set the application revalidation period to 7 days, meaning that every 7 days each device in the cluster must be connected to the network to update the database record. However, for fully closed circuits we have an enterprise solution what allows you to revalidate the key only once per year. This allows you to completely disconnect your equipment from the external network and operate in complete isolation mode for extended periods. So, what is a Rex Connector as an application? This is solution incorporates several key functions: search and download suitable GGOF models, local agent and model configuration, chats with models, cluster mode page where you can launch a cluster and connect devices to it, cluster view page which shows how data is transferred between devices, logs, and other application settings. Now let's finally enter the application. Immediately after logging in, you will be asked to select a model based on your parameters. If you don't know where to start, simply press skip several times. On the last page, click Find Matching Models to find the models you are interested in. Then you can download them. After completing the survey, we are taken to the general page, which contains all the basic information about the application, which can be updated with the release of new versions. Going to the models page, we see a list of all our downloaded models. Any model can be deleted if necessary. The next page is setup, where you can see the model and the agent settings you have set. You can edit as you wish. If you plan to work in the file system, I highly recommend setting the danger full access setting. Otherwise, the model will constantly ask for permission to execute commands. On the next page, we can see all our previous chats with the agent. By clicking New Chat, we can create a new chat. The agent activates automatically when you send a message to the chat if you have previously launched the model runtime. The next page is cluster. It works as follows. If you plan to use the application only on this PC, simply select the model on the models page, click Use in Setup, and then click Prepare Cluster. This will allow the built-in load balancer to allocate space in your VRAM and RAM for current model. Once you see the animation around the page icon stop, this means the cluster is ready to launch the model runtime. To launch, click Launch Runtime and wait for the scrolling animation to complete. Once it's complete, you can go to the agent session page and create a new chat by simply sending a message. If you see that the input line is blocked, simply minimize and maximize the application window. You can then send messages to the agent as in a regular chat. When you are finished using the chat, click the Stop Chat button to stop the agent. If you plan to connect multiple devices to a cluster, then everything I've just described works the same, with a few exceptions. First, click the Start LAN Coordinator button to create a cluster. Then, install and activate the application on all devices you plan to run the cluster on. Then, connect the PCs to a local or virtual local area network using any convenient tool, such as your wireless network or Tailscale. Copy the connection address and paste it into the Join Coordinator window on the other devices. Finally, click Join. After this, you can continue as usual, starting with cluster preparation. Our application has a remote chat feature. Simply scan the QR code or follow the link in your browser from any mobile device. You will be immediately redirected to the chat page and can send messages directly from your phone. Important: for this feature to work, your mobile device must be connected to the same network as the coordinator. On the next page, you can see the LAN VLAN loops that extended from and back to the coordinator. The next page is for viewing application logs. And the last page is the application settings. The key revalidation date is displayed here. You can also change your chat background and the application theme. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this interesting. You can purchase case for the Rex connector on our website rexconnector.com. You can also join our Discord and Telegram servers to ask us any questions you may have. Goodbye.